welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is a slightly different video to ones that I've made before or like normally make, but I feel like I really love like chit-chatty podcasty sayings, so I was like, why not do a little series on your YouTube doing just that and see how it goes. So here we are. I actually don't know what I'm gonna call it just yet. I've got so many suggestions from like friends and family, but now we're gonna go with Nommy Talks. I feel like it fits with the Nommy tea kind of vibe, so we'll go with Nommy Talks. Obviously, if there's things that you wanna like talk about, or I'd love to like get some people involved as well. If you'd love to speak about something or just have like a chit chat about something in particular, then I would love to film with loads of different people. But today, I think it's quite fitting because I've just finished uni. I'm gonna do 5 things that I've learned from my 3 years at uni. I did have to sit down and like think long and hard about it, but I think once you start realising how much you've grown, how much you've changed, so many things come to mind. And I was like, oh my gosh, I was showing you that. Oh my gosh, I was showing you that. So yeah, even if you're not going to uni or whatever point in your life, I feel like this advice applies. Some of the advice applies. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. The first thing I learned is there is a difference between uni and university. I feel like it's easy to get caught up in the social life of uni that you sort of forget that you are actually studying to get a degree at the end of it. I think I've had quite a nice balance of this because of the people around me. Like, the people that I managed to surround myself throughout my uni experience are people that know when it's time to work hard, we can work hard, but they also like to have fun. So I could do both with them. And that will link to something later on. But yeah, I think it's really easy to get caught up in all of that. So my advice is like, don't get caught up in uni. I think first year was so fun, full of so much enjoyment. And if I'd carried on that sort of mindset and like, you know, into second and third year, I don't know how it would have gone. So I feel like just knowing the difference between uni and university is very, very important. The second thing that I've learned is it's okay to change. I feel like you're not going to be, over time, like throughout life you change anyway, but I feel like uni's the first time where you're sort of given that opportunity and freedom to really tap into who you are, and your interests will change, the people that you vibe with change, your mindset changes, and there's nothing wrong with that. I feel like I know I've changed, and I know like there's been a lot of ups and downs within that because you lose people, you gain people, you learn so much, you have the most harsh realizations, but it's fine. Like, it's all a process. As humans, we're always growing and evolving, so we're bound to change anyway. And I think it's literally, it's a life, it's the thing that we do throughout life. We change and we grow, and you know, but I think uni, it's just so drastic as well. I feel like I wouldn't have had all of this growth and change if I wasn't in the environment. So yeah, it's okay to change, and a lot of people will tell you like, you've changed or you're changing and you're not the same person, and they put it in a really negative way, but it's not a bad thing. It literally just means that you're growing and you're figuring out new things, and that's perfectly fine. And I feel like people that are scared of change or like don't like change, and you know, they like need to understand that it's okay and it's a part of life. Yeah, I just feel like uni really accelerates that process for a lot of people, and you just need to remember that there's nothing there's nothing wrong with that at all. The third thing that I learned is that you can have friends for different reasons. I feel like growing up, I was always so blessed to have friends that I could work with, I could party with, I could, go to church with, I could do all these different things, and they all understood, we were all on the same wavelength all the time. And that obviously taps into another thing that I've learned. We've all changed, and so it's not like we can do every single activity together because I like this and they like that, or they want to go there and I want to go here. So things like that change, but another thing that I have realised is that you can have friends for different reasons. And I think starting at uni, you always think, like, everyone's going to be lovely to everyone. You're all just thrown into a new place, like, you're all getting to know everyone. People being nice and friendly and, like, being a friend, not everyone's going to be genuine like that. There were a lot of people that we would know to message when we wanted to have a good party. There are people that you'd know to message when you're going to the library, and that's perfectly fine. Your friends don't have to be universal. They don't have to do every little thing, and you don't have to agree on every single thing that you sort of do. And I feel like a lot of people seem very genuine, but that's up to you to suss them out and learn more about them, how they think, their mindset, their goals, what they want from their life and things like that. And I think it can be very hard when you're starting and everyone's lovely to everyone because you're all in a new environment. So that's one thing that I've definitely learned. Like, different people can be there for different things in your life, and not everyone genuinely wants the best for you. Not everyone's actually a good person. So yeah, that's one thing to bear in mind if you're going to uni. And once again, I think that's just life advice in general, because you're meeting people throughout your whole life. It might not be the same environment, but you're still going to be getting to know new people. So that's definitely something that, to bear in mind, whatever stage of life you're at. The thing that I've sort of learned at uni is time management. And I know that sounds very cliche, but it 100% forces you. I think it forces you to think about your timing a lot more, and it's the first time education-wise that you're not going to have people nagging at you, people telling you what to do. The only thing that they tell you is, this is due on this day, hand it in or you don't hand it in. Whether or not you go to your lectures, that's on you. Whether or not you do all the essential extra readings, that's on you. So you are the one who has to manage your time. And I feel like at uni, it's a phase where you have so much time, so much spare time, and I feel like you should think about how you're using that. If I had that mindset first year, I feel like a lot further than where I am now in terms of my career and business and stuff like that. So I feel like it definitely use your time a bit more wisely. And tying into that, uni I think is the best place to start networking. People that you meet at uni, even if it's just one conversation, you never know in 2 years time, or by the time you finish your degree, what they're doing and the rooms that they could put you in, the rooms that they could talk about you in, that will help your career. And I feel like it's the least daunting way of networking. When you think of networking, you think of going to events and speaking to all these different people, and it just sounds really daunting, but no one actually sees uni as networking in itself. And all of you are on such different paths. It's so useful to speak to everyone, get to know everyone, and it doesn't mean that you have to be buddy with everyone, but just getting to know different people in different areas, different fields, different courses, and making those connections, because they they will stay for those 3 years, and you never know where they'll lead you to. So for the last thing, I'm gonna get my housemate, who I've met and I've lived with since first year, to see what she has to say. I want to put her on the spot so I get a really good, like, authentic answer. Let me see how she does. Charles,
Yeah.
can you come in for a second, please?
No, I'm busy. What do you want?
5 minutes. Come and sit down.
Why?
I'm filming a YouTube video, by the way.
Oh, this is obviously.
Right.
Hate OnlyFans.
Stop it. I'm gonna ask you one question.
Okay.
So introduce me one.
Because you've got one.
Okay, what is something very important that you've learned in your 3 years at uni?
Something important that I've learned.
Yeah. Or like something that like has been very significant to you.
Cool. Okay. I don't know how to word it.
If you say something that I've said, I'm gonna be like, what? Okay.
Like, the little time you have at uni, the 3 years go very fast. And that time, do not take for granted with whatever it is that you do. If it's your first year, you want to, I don't know, me personally, I don't go down the route of partying and stuff. But if you want to go party, do that in your first year, because you're like second year, third year are like full grind. But I feel like uni brings you, why are you smiling like that?
I'm just listening. Like,
I feel like uni brings you like time to do so many things and to try different things and to like practice and learn and like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't, when you start working like 5 days a week, I mean, we've done it and at the same time, and you really feel like you don't appreciate having just uni as your only thing. And maybe that's because you go from like sixth form or college into uni and you've had time and you're going into, so you don't appreciate
how much time you actually have.
Yeah, until you start doing like working again 5 days a week, and then you only have 2 days off and crazy hours, and then you really wish that you had time to just even learn something new.
You used your time wisely. Yeah.
That's my one thing I would, if I could redo first year again, even second year again.
Yeah.
I'd do so many different things.
I feel like, what was your favourite year?
Second.
Same, definitely. Second was just
Second year, because we were working,
you were working
grinding,
and
but
having so much fun. Mm-hmm. Like, that was the definition of work hard, play hard. I love that year.
Yeah, literally. And do you remember when we used to go to like, we would grind in the day and then we'd be like, okay, dinner tonight, this place.
Yeah.
We went to dinner like 3 times a week after like work or something.
Literally. Yeah.
That was fun.
That was a really good year. But third has been very good too. It's been very busy, very hectic.
Third year,
I felt it. I felt it, and I know I'm not the only one. Like, my friends, family, yeah, we felt that. Everyone felt third year.
Third year could have been appreciated. No, take that back. There's no, like, once you're in third year, I really feel like it's just, because you just want to get in, get out, and there's so much work. There's so much work to do, and you can't just like be done like in second year. You could just be done and like just work hard, get it over with, play hard. You can't do that for third year, because you work hard and you'll hand something in, they'll be like, okay, next one. And it's just never enough. Another one, thank you.
Well, yeah, thanks for your advice. That was really good for being put on the spotlight. Who told you to pick up the cup? Who told you to pick up the cup and drink from it? And you don't have the cheek to say Nommy.
Bye guys.
Anyway guys, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. I will be doing another one very soon. There's quite a few things that I already like want to speak about and stuff like that, but obviously if you guys have any recommendations or any things that you, as I said, would love to come and speak to me about, you don't mind being on YouTube, then yeah, I'd love to do that. So I hope you enjoyed my first. Okay, we're gonna go with Nommy Talks. I like it. I'm vibing with it now. hope you enjoyed my first episode, video, my first Nommy Talks, that's what we're going to say. But yeah, make sure you like, comment and subscribe and share with all, you know, your friends, family or anyone who you think needs to hear this. Do what you gotta do, keep me up all night, hurting